Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday again. I'm in a good mood. Alright, today we are doing another Gunpla review, and this week we are looking at the Perfect Grade Gundam Astray Red Frame from the cleverly titled Gundam Seed Astray. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Alright, now, again, this is a Perfect Grade. This is a fully painted kit. I didn't have enough time to really get to the decals for the arms because that's kind of in a rush. But other than that, it's a great looking kit. Let's go through everything that it comes with. As you can see here, we got two beam sabers along with the beam saber effect parts. And if you saw my Destiny review, these beam saber effect parts have a little bit of glitter in them, which does refract light very well. Next up, we're going to look at the beam rifle. This one, it's okay. Like the optic is nice. I painted it in stainless steel, and it's okay. The shield is quite nice, actually. I just threw the one low decal on there. It's actually a pretty quick build, easy to paint, nothing much to look at. But the main event of the red frame is the Gerber Astray, and I gotta say, for a giant robot wielding a giant katana, this thing looks pretty great. And it also comes with a 1/60 scale of low ghoul, which I painted up here. It's actually really nicely detailed. I wish it had a little base on it so it would stand up easier, but that's whatever. Alright, so the beam sabers attach into the backpack, you know. They have these little guides in them, that's why they are kind of like, they have a notch in the center of them. So it guides in and they stick in the same way pretty much every time. And next up, we're going to look at how the beam rifle attaches to the body. So the beam rifle, if we turn it around here, it has this little flip out tab. You just pop that right down, and then it attaches onto the lower waist section. You see that little square hole? You just plug that right in. Sorry, it's a little difficult to do when you have a camera in front of your face, but yeah, it pops right in. Easy peasy. And next up, we are going to attach the shield. Yes. Sorry. So you got the handle, and this little attachment, you know, it flips out, so you can attach it either to the side of the arm or to the back of the arm. And for this one, I'm going to have it attached to the side. So you need to pull up this panel right here to reveal your hardpoint connection, which is what your shield is going to connect into. And the reason I flipped it out and turned it around is so that when you connect it to the arm, it'll actually be on the side of the arm. If you just left it the way it was, it'll be on the back of the arm. And just like that, that's what it looks like with the shield on. Looks pretty good. And I gotta say, I like big shields on these Gunpla kits. I'm not a big fan of those small buckler shields. I like a big shield. I want to, you know, do something. And now for the Gerber Astray. So the Gerber Astray attaches onto the waist section right here as I'm showing you. It actually, the side skirt armor actually splits open to reveal a hard point connection. This is the same on both sides of the kit. And it has this little hard point connection on the sword itself, and it has a double hinge system, so you can pose it however you need to. And you can, I gotta say, with the articulation this kit has, it is a posing monster, and I'll show you why at the end of the video. Now, continuing on with the Gerber Astray, you know, it locks in and it pulls out of the scabbard. Now, it pulls out of the scabbard actually really slowly, and it kind of does that on purpose because it has these soft rubberized foam pads in them. And you can also see it's got this beautiful chrome plating on it, and it actually has that wave pattern on the blade itself. And the handle is also very, very well detailed. It actually, that little gold piece you see in the center, that is actually a separate part that pins the blade in place. And the pommel is actually also very, very well detailed. I also have the master grade of this, and that pommel is nowhere near as detailed. You can actually make out the little demon face that's on the back of it, which is just a thing of beauty. And now to another part of this kit that I really like. You can see in the instruction manual you have these two parts. One is actually the waist, the hip joints and the other two parts are in the knees. These parts are die cast metal, so it gives a nice low center of gravity, so it can maintain those awesome poses. And keeping on with the legs have a lot of shifting armor parts on them, which I thought was really nice. What I didn't expect was the shifting armor on the calves and the lower legs themselves. Like, I've built a lot of Gunpla in my time, and most of the time it's always relegated to the upper thigh. But to seeing it on the calf, seeing the left and right and front to back is actually really, really cool, and I really liked it. So, another part about the feet is just like the scabbard, it has these rubberized pads on the bottom so that it can really stick to the ground. And I'm going to put it on my table and I'm going to give it a little shake test. And as you can see, a little shake test I gave it. This thing, it ain't going nowhere as long as you pose it right. And last but not least, we're going to the LED gimmick. Now, to access the LED gimmick, you got to pull off this back piece on the head. This is actually 3 separate pieces, but I glued mine together just to make it easier instead of pulling 3 pieces off at once. And the LED is, you just got a little switch back there, turn off and on. Now the LED is actually not very bright, which is nice. Like, I want it, if I'm going for LEDs in my kits, if I'm going just for the eyes, I want it to be a little subtle. I don't want it to be overbearing where it blows out the pictures. And also, the LED takes a CR1220, which it's a really small battery, but it's easy to come by. And that pretty much wraps up this review, guys. I'm going to leave you off with some high quality photos if you like what you see. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, everybody.